world is going to teach her about sex. The world is going to teach her about teen dating. I want to be that mom that's like, no, actually, like there's a, you know, a godly way to view these different topics.
I'm going to do PE, sociology, and I'm leaning towards business.
Someone is literally trying to force me to do a TikTok. And I'm like, no, I'm not flexing with you. I'm your mom. I'm not your sister, babe. Okay, try it then. Okay, try it one more time. One more time. It's because I don't know what to do. You're so serious on it.
How are we serious?
No, you're serious. I'm not serious.
Mom, do you want to watch back on our giraffes? You're literally like...
I can't breathe. I'm getting uncomfortable. This feels so wrong. It feels so wrong. I'm walking out of here. I'm getting out of here.
Oh,
I don't want to do that. I don't know. Good morning, guys. So my babies, my 3 little babies are sick. So that means that they're going to be staying home with their dad. And so I've just finished doing ginger, lemon, and honey tea. This is for Stina, Miriam, and Marcina. Because it's really, really cold here. So, honestly, I don't know. I don't really like giving them like meds, from the pharmacy. I like to give them like natural meds. Because I find that they're just like, they get even more sick when I give them like paracetamol or... And the last time I used this, they were sick for like a few days, 2 to 3 days. So yeah. Marcina, he's sick. Okay, I love you. Okay, I'll come back to you, okay? Go to bed. She just finished crying her eyes out. Bye, darling.
Bye, Mama.
She just finished crying her eyes out because if you don't already know, Sunday is like her favorite day. So yeah, it's just Ato and I going. So I'm downstairs with Willis, fixing the girls some stuff. Gonna have some breakfast together, have a hot drink, and then we're gonna go out. Ato's upstairs still getting ready. I think she's filming a TikTok. We're at church and I thought, let's just have a wee Q&A. I thought, would you like to update us though? Because you've also gone missing. Like Daddy went missing, but you also went missing.
Update us on what?
Like on your life. Like where have you gone? What have you been? Oh, because literally you went from
wait,
was it your 13th?
When's the
13th.
Yeah.
Like literally that was like your 13th vlog.
13th was when, that's so weird.
Because you're 14 now. So it's like a year and a half that you've been missing, babe.
Sorry.
On the vlogs. You guys, you are sad. You're sad. You left all like your followers hanging.
Where have I been? I've been working hard at school.
Do you think you've been working hard?
I've been working, yes. I've been working hard at school behind the camera. And I've been watching my vlog.
Yeah, like you just didn't want to vlog, eh? And it's nice that you had a break. Did you like your break or do you miss vlogging? Like truthfully.
Yeah, I like both.
Like a nice balance.
Yeah.
You, like a lot has changed since you've stopped vlogging. Like you're a lot more, I don't know, grown up. Oh, she's also like getting ready to do GCSEs here. You're getting ready to do GCSEs here. And it's like NTA for those that are from New Zealand. Do you know what you're picking yet?
I'm leaning towards, I'm gonna do,
I'm cold actually.
PE, sociology, and I'm leaning towards business instead of geography.
Yeah, I really
business and geography. I'm trying to decide.
I would love for you to do business because I think you would be. I think it'll help you out in the long run, and it's something you would invest in. But like geography, they do what? School? Oh, sorry, they teach you how to buy homes.
Yeah.
But what else though? Because I know that's not all you're going to be learning about.
So right now we're doing like how to read maps.
No, thank
Even
you.
though like, yeah, but I actually can't find it fun. Like the numbers, like the coordinates, I think it's called.
Okay.
But it's like, I don't think I'm ever gonna read a map in my life. Well, like I have like a map on my phone.
Exactly. See, look at you have a map on your phone.
So I don't
See?
understand why I would need a
Good.
paper
See?
map.
Yeah, like we're
Like
not...
if we didn't have phones, then okay.
Yeah.
But
Is it good for people who plan to travel? You should find out like
guess
what it's
so.
good for.
loads of people are just going because of trips. That's why.
Please, hon, please don't go because of that.
Why?
Oh, man. You have to like
Damn.
look at it as an investment. Like you're investing in your future. Would your future self be happy that you took geography, or would your future self be happy that you
Oh.
took?
Yeah.
It's up to you, but I just like, I think if you really...
But I am leaning towards business.
What about Ruby?
Even
What is
though
she
everyone's
doing?
like, I think she's doing. I think she wants to pick sociology too, because I like.
Because I feel like you want to work with people in the
I feel
future
like-
too. Okay then.
And when I spoke to the girl in sociology, it would look cool.
Oh yes, I
And I want
have.
to see how people live like with crimes and a family that doesn't have a father or a family that doesn't have a mum.
Like seeing the differences and
Or
how that
something.
affects their
Yeah,
future.
with like money costs and stuff.
I love that. Yeah, and then I'd love that. I feel like I'd be interested in it if you'd come back home and share those the information with me. I feel like I would be engaged because it's quite intriguing.
Yeah,
Like seeing how
I
like
actually
people.
thought that one was cool.
That sounds like a
probably-
great one.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think you should do it. But because you said, like, remember when I said, like, would you like to be a social worker? Would you like to be a... And I feel like you're such a good people person. So I think you should do it. I was going to ask one more thing. How do you feel about me having another girl? Like, truthfully.
No, I am happy. I'm happy that you have another girl. I really thought Marcina was gonna be the last baby.
We all really thought that she was going to be the last baby.
Like I was like, oh, that's the end of it.
Yeah.
It's done. Because Marcina's growing older and she's like,
She's 3 now.
yeah. And it's becoming less like
Intense.
crying. Like I feel like Miriam and Marcina cry as much now. Like they cry.
Yeah. They're more dependent.
Yeah.
Because they're only like, what,
But then
a year apart? Or
Came home
almost
from school
2?
one day. I came home from school one day and Mum pulls out the pregnancy test and I was like, oh.
No, it was actually a real big shock to all of us. Like, even me. Like, I remember last
To be
year,
honest, I sort of knew.
because I was sick.
Yeah, because you're just... I don't know, you're just...
Do you find their ages now like more enjoyable? Because I do. I find their ages now, like all your ages actually. I love that you can just go. I love that. And like I don't have to, like, if you wanted to go on a play date, I remember back in the day I'd have to drag everyone
Yeah.
to come to your play date, but now you're old enough to just be like, Mum, I'm going here, I'm going there.
What were we talking about?
We're talking about the girls.
Oh yeah, so I'm happy though.
Yeah, like you're gonna have
I'm just
5
curious what she's
sisters.
gonna be like.
Oh, I can't wait.
Like, Stina, Miriam and Marcina are all so different, so I'm like, I'm pretty sure we're full. What other personality could there be? And I wonder what she
Quiet.
looks like, because to be
Do you
honest,
think she's gonna be quiet or she's gonna be crazy?
I feel like she's gonna be quiet. Oh, actually, I don't know. She moves a lot.
It would be weird if
I
she
don't know.
was quiet though.
I don't know. Well, to be honest, I'm
no-
the quietest.
No, I feel like they all have
People
different
from my
sides.
school are gonna be like, no.
Yeah, they have different sides. Cause like Stina, she can be quiet when she's just chilled. but then she can be so hyper
She can be crazy.
when she's like full of life, and that's like Miriam. So I feel like you guys can like, you guys all have two sides, like where you're like introverts, and then you guys are extroverts.
Yeah.
Like, and when you guys want to chill, I always hear the girls say, I need space, I need space.
Out of all of them, I'm the one that doesn't even say that.
It's because I always say it to them.
Oh,
And
yeah,
so
true.
they, like, I'm like, I need space. So then they respect my
Oh, ask me
space.
the New Zealand question.
Oh, okay. Also, what is it like coming to school here? And yeah, what is it like coming to school here? Be honest.
It's good.
Was it hard? Like, because you're because you're primary, you're the only coloured girl.
Yeah. Well, right now it's just. Right now it's fine. Like I don't really compare myself.
Good, because you've got beautiful brown
But
skin.
to like. But sometimes I'll just be curious. I'll be like, oh, I wonder what it's like having another poly girl in like a British school.
Yeah.
It's really weird that I'm like.
Do you find Polynesians a lot different to British people?
Yeah.
Like your age? What are they like back home compared to here?
The way, like, they joke is different.
The sense of humour.
Yeah, the sense of humour. And I think I find it. I've sort of adjusted to the sense of humour over here.
Okay, yeah.
What
What is it like?
Huh?
Yeah. Everyone's sense of humour is different though,
It
isn't
can
it?
be dry. Yeah, I feel like there's only rare people that I actually find funny.
Yeah. A few people.
Oh, one person that I actually find funny.
Who really?
Yeah. Or sometimes my other friends can like actually say something really, really funny. Or
Yeah.
do something. Yeah, there's a couple people in my class that make me laugh.
Yeah. There's actually a couple of people.
Yeah.
There's quite a few. What's it called? Do you find like, okay, if you went to school in like New Zealand, do you find like you would care more about your schooling back there, or you care more here?
I care more here. Yeah, it probably makes me work harder here just because they're
They're quite competitive here, eh?
so smart. Yeah. Well, not so smart. They're just
They
smarter
care.
than they care.
They care about
more
their
than
education here.
people. And, well, from my experience anyway.
No, they do. Like, it's everyone cares about the education here.
Yeah.
Well, most people.
Like, it's like bad to get like a C.
But C is
Stuff.
still a pass, isn't
Yeah,
it?
C's a pass, but no one likes a C. Everyone just likes A's and B's, which is me too. Like I don't really like a C. Well, it depends on the subject. Like if it's DT,
If you get a C in maths, do you like it?
huh? No. No,
What?
of course I don't like it.
What do you get in maths though?
Huh?
What do you get in
I
maths?
got a D.
Did you get a D?
No, I got a C this year. I got a D in the past 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I had a C last year, but overall I had a D.
Gosh, babe. And I've been telling this one, like, would you like to do maths tutoring? Would you? She's like, no.
And I said yes.
Recently you've
Like
said
5
yes.
weeks ago.
Yeah, recently. That's recently. I've been asking you since you were like year 7. You're year 9 now.
I remember when you took me.
Oh yeah, and I took her, and she was not keen. She did not like it. Stina loved it.
But to be honest, yeah. But to be honest, I'd rather have tutoring outside of school than inside.
Yeah.
It's just inside is just.
But at least you like
No.
maths is, so it's okay because like maths is not a strength, but it's okay. That's why you go to school, to improve, and like you got your whole life to improve. So it's not like you just stopped learning here. Also, it's okay because you're English. You love English. Like English is her. Would you say English is one of your favorite subjects, or
Yeah.
like? So you get good grades there. So at least you know you're not getting a D in English and maths. Oh my gosh.
I'll bump up to a B.
In maths.
Yeah.
I really feel like if you did tutoring, I feel like you could even get an A. I really do. If we commit to it,
I have a miracle.
Okay, should we just end it
Yeah.
now?
Okay, bye guys.
Okay, guys, we're gonna go now. We gotta go to church. Love yous.
Bye.
Okay, hey guys, I am in the middle of editing, but I just wanted to show you guys like the website. Just laugh aloud at my screen. You can tell my kids have been using my laptop. I'm a teenager, and then the quiz just starts and they're gonna ask you like a load of questions. So this one, oh my gosh, look at the state of this laptop. Which statement fits you better? I like to spend one-on-one time with people. I feel loved when someone gives practical help to me. And then I'm gonna go with that one. I like when people give gifts. I really enjoy hanging out with people close to me. You just go through your questions. You go through your questions, and then like it gives you this at the end. And so quality time would be 27%, receiving gifts is 23%, acts of service is 17%, physical touch is 17%, words of affirmation is 17%. And then it like has a wee description of what each love language means. So quality time, and then receiving gifts, acts of service, physical touch, and words of affirmation. And that's cool. I didn't even know you could either print it or send it. That's awesome. Oh, also the love languages book that I was talking about, that's the love languages book I was talking about. I read it years ago, and it's one of my favorite reads because I've learned so much about it. I learned so much. But this is a cool one, the 5 love languages of teenagers. That's cool. So yeah, that's the love language quiz. If you've done it, how did you find it? Did you like it? I love it. I love it because I feel like it's very, it's for me anyway, for Willis and I, it's very much like on point. So yeah, that's cool, eh? Hey guys, so I just wanted to chat. I have been really enjoying my devotions that I've been having with Ato. There was a time where, like, because obviously she's grown up, which means I've had to change up the way I approach different things. And because, like, you know, as you're a teenager, every single teenager is now going through body changes, hormones. They are now aware of their surroundings. They are on social media. They're so much more exposed to different things that we never were exposed to, and they're seeing so much more out there. And like, I don't know, like, it's just one of the greatest bits of advice my mother-in-law gave to me when she spent Christmas with us. I had asked her, do you have any advice for me? And she said, adapt to the times. Make sure you're always adapting to the times. And I was like, right, okay, yeah, cool. So that has just been, that's kind of like stuck with me. And so like, I know exactly what today's world is. I know what young people are dealing with. Not even just young people though, like even adults, you know. We struggle with spending too much time on social media or temptation. And so obviously she's 14, and for me as a mom, I don't know if you have teen girls, I don't know if this is gonna be like new for you or weird, but I'm just gonna put it out there right now. I personally like to think of the years that are approaching, so I like to speak into seasons that are coming. Ato's not necessarily in the season. Quite a few of her friends are, and it's quite normal. And even I think some of my like wee nieces and nephews are going through this. So it's like we're doing our second plan, and it's the 10 myths of teen dating. And I love it because like I get to talk to her about all of this stuff. Like this stuff is probably like, you know, going through her mind because she goes to school, she sees everyone's dating, she's seeing, you know, people are linking up and all of that. And like, we're going to be talking about this topic because I'm going to be able to give her a healthy perspective on what it is to date. I'm going to be able to speak into this area before it approaches, which means that I almost feel like I'm giving her the tools. I'm giving her like that foundation. That kind of stuff like that is so important to me because, you know, I want to invest in this because one day my daughter's going to leave my home. I want to make sure that the guy that she chooses is a great guy. You know, and I think like she's 14 and people might be thinking that's too young to talk about that. Well, actually no, like she's gonna spend most of her time with this guy. I want to make sure that mum is, and this is the safest place. I feel like I want to influence my daughter and share with my daughter and teach my daughters as much as I can before I release them from my home. So when I say goodbye to my daughter and she leaves home, I want to make sure that she's equipped in like school, education, future, and also like a relationship with the Lord, and then having that foundation and knowing how to date. And I'm not saying that my daughter is going to be like perfect and she's going to choose like the best guy or whatever, but it's like, I remember my mother-in-law, she also said, don't be afraid to let your children like make mistakes. And I'm not gonna be like frivolous and just have my child just come up like, this is what I don't want to happen. Okay, this would be like not a nightmare but close to a nightmare if I did not speak on teen dating, on all these topics that she is surrounded by. Like, they're already talking about sex at school. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, they're already talking about sex at school. I want to also like be that mum that talks about these things, because otherwise the world is going to teach her about sex, the world is going to teach her about teen dating. I want to be that mum that's like, no, actually, like there is like a, you know, a godly way to view these different topics and to teach on and speak on these topics and stuff. And so the worst thing that could ever happen to me is her just turn up one day and say, oh mum, like I'm dating this guy and I don't care what you say, I'm gonna do it and we are in love, and it's too late for me to speak about, you know, these different topics. Like, that would absolutely break my heart. It'll be too late for me to say, oh, I want to do a plan with you, it's a teen dating one and it's 10 myths of teen dating, when like already like this devotional, right? And I don't want to do that. So that's what we're doing, and I'm so excited to dive into that. I was tying this whole entire vlog up, and I also have a YouTube rule where everyone in my family has to be okay with the content that I'm releasing. So as I know that it's like quite out there sometimes, like I do have to have, like, if Ato is not okay with me to post something, then I can't post it. And so I just finished having a chat to Willis on what I'm sharing, and he was like, yeah, that's so cool, that's cool that you're like sharing that. But then he also gave me such like great insight. He said, I think you need to actually also share on why you are doing this, and why you are teaching Ato all of these things that you guys are now going to be like talking about and stuff in this new season that is approaching. Like, I love this. I love these topics that we're talking about because they're real life, you know. And so I hope I don't cry. Oh my gosh, I hope I don't cry. But this is so close to home, right? Like, if you didn't know, like, I was a teen mum. And I think that's why it's so important for me to talk about these topics ahead of time, knowing that these days are approaching soon. I would hate for my daughter to relive like the life that in that season. Like, Ato was such a blessing and Willis is such a blessing, but don't get me wrong, it was tough. It was so tough being a teen mom. It was so tough raising a daughter when Willis and I, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, were not ready to raise a baby at such a young age. And I know that like turning 18 may not be young for some, but for me, like Willis and I, we were still babies. We look back and we're like, oh gosh, like we weren't ready. Like, I wasn't ready, but I love that God really has brought beauty out of ashes. And so just if I can like share this information with Ato, if I can prepare her for the time that is coming by having those uncomfortable chats, by having those maybe confronting chats, but also like knowing that these chats are also like so necessary for her to know now as a young woman in 2023. I think it will give her the insight that she needs to make wiser, hopefully, prayerfully, wiser decisions. So like, you know, it's kind of like, I remember my mother-in-law, she also said, Sandra, just as long as you have shared, just as long as you have done your part, then it is for your child to go ahead and make that decision. And so for me, I'm like, okay, yeah, as long as I teach her and share everything that I need to teach her and share with her, then I'm good. Like, it is now in her hands. It's up to each of my children to, you know, take on my advice or ditch it. I just got all my feels talking to my husband. And so, like, literally Willis was like, yeah, you should like share why you're sharing it. Like, tell people that like you went through depression, you went through insecurities, you went through all this, like an identity crisis and all of this stuff. And so, but also like the most important thing, it actually like it came between my relationship with the Lord. Like, once I started having sex outside of marriage, like, it, you know, it was like a wedge between my relationship with the Lord. And so, what are you smiling at? And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I honestly, I was like low-key not wanting to like drop this, but now that it's like coming together nicely. So yeah guys, thank you so much again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, let me know in the comments if you feel comfortable. Like, is this something that you're at, or like is this a stage that you're in? Are you talking about dating or sex, boys, all of these different things? Because I think 14 really is like a great age to start talking about all of these different things, because they can, if not done correctly, it can be very detrimental, and it can be very disastrous. It can be very like, if done incorrectly, it can just cause so much sadness and destruction and stuff. And so yeah, that's what it's like raising a Polynesian teen in the UK in 2023 as a Christian mom. And so I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do. I'm going to take this off because it's like pulling my hair. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do. And also, if you didn't know, you have to click like the notification bell so you can be updated with every single time I drop a vlog. Because I think like 80% of you guys don't have the notification bell on. So yeah, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.